Hello everyone, welcome back to Beauty Meets DIY. This is Helen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are all doing well and that you're staying safe and healthy. So coming right up, this is a picture of the item that you can find on Dollar Tree. This is the SKU number. If you cannot see it, I will leave it more clear for you in the description box below. But these are the shelves that Dollar Tree carries. I have seen just one person haul them in white. I've only ever seen them in black, so you're gonna need quite a few of these. And as you can see, they come with this little packet. I think this is very important for you to use those little fasteners. In the video that I made prior to this one, I do explain how to hang these up. So now these have a little ledge, as you can see there. I did remove the one in the bottom. They come two on either side. You do want to go ahead and remove those, and you will see why as we go along. For this DIY today, you are going to need a hot knife. You can find these at Walmart or at the craft store. If I have a link for you guys, I will leave them down below as well. You want to score it a few times, and just be careful, guys, that you don't hurt yourself. The reason why you want to do away with those is that you can connect these and they can sit together flush like you see here. And I did go ahead and spray paint these in black. They do come in black already, but I did give them a flat black spray paint from Rust-Oleum. I think it made them look a whole lot better and less plasticky, so to speak. And I went ahead and spray paint these pieces of wood from the tower game from Dollar Tree. You don't need to do this, and I recommend that you don't. What you want to do to get started is you're going to flip one of them upside down, and you're going to take one of the wooden blocks and you want to glue them down on either side. So you're going to glue two of them on either side. And I'm going to use this gel super glue from the Dollar Tree. I do like it. I think with this you do really need to let this dry at least for 2 days. If not, use your E6000 glue with the hot glue. But I still think that you really do need to allow this to dry for at least 24 to 48 hours. And that surface that I'm gluing it on, I recommend that part of the shelf that you do not spray paint. You can spray paint everything else, but just not that part, because your paint needs something to adhere to. And again, I recommend that you don't spray paint the pieces of wood either. But I do recommend that you spray paint the shelves because I think it makes it look a whole lot better. So go ahead and stack two of them up there on that end, and you're going to do the same on the other side. So the best way that I found to glue these on, you want to make sure that they are leveled all the way around, or that they align rather. So I did it this way, and then along the sides I made sure that they were aligned properly. That's very important. And the reason why I wanted to create this little gap was because I wanted to use the acrylic diamond gems from the Dollar Tree. These are hard to find. Again, I will link them down for you guys below, where you can get a whole bunch of them for a reasonable price. So I started on either end, just because I'm going to use one larger gem in the middle, and I think this was the best way for me to do it, 4 on either end, and then just to kind of get a feel of, you know, how they were going to fit. I think throughout this project it's important that you guys measure everything before you glue it down permanently. So I did 4 on one side and then 4 on the other side, and then I grabbed a bigger diamond and I glued it in the center of the shelf. And I recommend again that you use your E6000 or your comparable glue for these steps as well, just so that they don't pop out, because they will. And along the sides, I'm going to do that later. So you're going to need these yodel spoons from the Dollar Tree. I went ahead and taped it off where I am going to cut that off. I went ahead and did 4 of them so far. That's my 5th one, but altogether you're going to need 6 of them. So I went ahead and taped off where you're going to need to cut. Again, you're going to need your hot knife. Please, guys, be careful that you don't cut yourself, that you don't burn yourself with this. Please be careful. This is really simple. Once your knife is hot, you're going to score it a few times just the way you see here, and then it should just snap off really easily. Now, very important, when you cut them, you want to make sure that they all measure the same size, that they all align. That's very important when you do that. Okay, very important now for this, make sure that the back side, you're aligning it properly, so as if you're gonna hang it up in the wall. Before you start gluing down everything else, you want to make sure that the hanging little things are facing the right, right side up. So what you want to do is that ledge up there, that little ledge in the corner, this is how it's gonna end up looking on the wall, how it should look on the wall once you're done. So here where you cut, you want it to sit on your flat surface. I recommend that you sit it on a flat surface. Just might pretend that flat surface is your wall, just like that. And then on the top edge right here, I'm gonna use hot glue again, just for video purposes, you guys. But again, use your strongest glue. Allow this to dry, very important, especially this part. Because it can easily come off. And so right along that top ledge right there, you're gonna secure it in place. So make sure on the edge right there where I'm pointing, and on the top, that you secure right there to that edge. All the while your other end, the one we cut off, is sitting flush to your surface. If that makes sense, just like the way you see here. And then you can go and flip it around when it's ready and put more glue on there just to reassure it in place. So what I did was that I did the other end, rather than continuing on, I did, each opposite end. I think it would, just it can help me out, figure out how I have to space out the middle ones. So again, you're going to glue that flush to the top and the edge right there. And then again, now you want to space them out. What you want to do is just leave a reasonable amount of space so that your gems can fit through. You don't want it too wide and too narrow, obviously. So if you have to, tape it in place temporarily just to kind of figure out how much space you're going to need in between, you're going to want to go ahead and do that, obviously, before you glue it down. That's kind of like what I'm doing here. But again, coming right up, I'm going to show you that I had 5 yodels, and when in reality I needed 6. So I had to go back to the store and get one because I didn't calculate it correctly. So now what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and start placing your gems in between there. So now I'm going to use one of these string lights. I will link them down for you guys below. I'm going to go ahead and use one on top right there. I'm going to show you. And then in the middle part, this was an afterthought, but I just stuck it in there temporarily. If you want to do this beforehand, you can glue it in there and then put your shelf on top. But I just stuck it in there and glued the little battery pack, and it was fine. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and place my string light throughout that little ledge, area right there. And I do like these string lights, like I always say, because they have that little small, very discreet, compact little battery pack. I really like that. Instead, rather than having the ones from Dollar Tree that are very bulky, I like these. So again, I will link them down for you guys below if you are interested. And coming right up, I'm going to show you how this turned out. And here it is, you guys. I do love the way that this turned out. I think it's beautiful. I think it's different, but I think it's beautiful. And I really want to know what you guys think about it. if you see along the ledge there, you can go ahead and apply some diamond acrylic gems along the edge there of the spoons, but I decided to leave it just as is. As you can see, the light is shining through underneath and is also shining in the middle where the diamonds are. I think it's beautiful. I could just imagine this on either side of a wall with like a mirror. Anyway, so moving on to our next DIY, you're gonna turn that shelf upside down, and you're kind of just gonna do the same thing that you did the first time around. You're gonna stack up those two little wooden pieces on either side, again with your shelf upside down like you see here. Now the best way to glue this together, I found, is put it on its side like you see here again, and then just make sure that they're aligning along the side there as well. And this one is going to go this way. And then the last one, because altogether there's 4 of them, the last one is going to sit the same way as the first one, the right side up. As you can see, I'm going to turn it around and it's going to sit that way. So now these diamonds are hard to find, I'll be honest with you. I will try to find something similar for you guys down below. I do hope to carry these so that you can purchase them from me in the near future, should you be interested, because they are really hard to find. But the reason why I created again a little gap is because, as you can see here, they fit perfectly along the line there, and that's just kind of how I wanted it to be. So now this first row, they're going across, they're gonna fit perfectly, but when it comes to the second row, that middle part right there, you're just gonna have to measure and adjust it if you're gonna use these exact same gems. But like I always say, measure everything before you glue it down permanently. It's really, really important. So that one there, I glued down the first one, and it's overlapping just a little bit on the edge, but that's okay, because when I glue the ones on the side, it's gonna align just fine. So I do recommend you guys, because I did go ahead and glue it the first time, and then I had to like snap it off and measure it correctly, and then go ahead and glue it on again. That's what I had to do. So I do recommend that you measure everything out. So now on the side here, I had to start from the bottom to the front, because I can only fit 3 of them here, and it was going to leave me with a gap. And so for that gap, what I ended up doing, I had these from Joann's. If I find something similar, again, I will link them down below, but these are from Joann's in the jewelry section that they have there, and this just fit perfectly to cover up that little gap there, and it just looks seamless. And I'm just going to finish off the rest on the other side. Now coming right up, for this look, I created 2 of these, so I doubled this up, and I'm going to show you 3 different looks that you can do with this. So here it is. I think it's so beautiful. It's kind of like a stand. So I created 2 of them, and I joined them together temporarily with the weight of the vase. It's just holding them together in place. Or you could put a little tape on top, and then the vase, you can hold flowers here. And coming right up, I'm going to show you how you can put a big candle. This will make a beautiful centerpiece. I think it's gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. And I like the fact that you can join them together or set them apart. And this is here with the candle look. And then after this look, I'm going to show you how I separate them again, so that you can use them leaning on your wall, whether it's on top of your armoire, your TV cabinet, whatever it is, it's gonna look absolutely beautiful. I love that you have a 3-in-1. So you have the centerpiece, now you have this look right here that you're gonna lean against your wall. So beautiful. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what's your favorite look so far. I really want to know if you guys are going to recreate this. So now for the last look, it's going to be mounted on the wall, because remember, it has the hooks in the back, and I do highly recommend that you use those white fasteners that come with it, because you don't want this falling. They put it there for a reason, and I highly recommend that you use it. But this is the end result, you guys. This is my last look. You can mount this on the wall, either side of your wall, with an art piece, you know, with a mirror. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to know. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and for those that are subscribing, follow me, support me. I appreciate you so much. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.